Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California. It's going to be another super hot day. Super hot. I'm going to close my office door and jump into some of this price action real quick because we got a lot to talk about today. Besides Bitcoin's price action and exactly where we think the market's going to go over the next few hours, over the next few days, I want to jump into some crypto news. Crypto news. Yep, that's the latest thing on the board here. And why? Why do we even care about the crypto news? Why do we touch on the news? Well, it's for fun. It's for absolute kicks and giggles because we should check out what's going on. Anyways, here's the big news. USnews.com says inflation, home sales, and GDP top list of economic data for the week. It's an ugly, ugly second quarter. And few things. More than July 4th this weekend. We've got first good news. After breaching $5 a gallon, gas prices have come off the highs. National average at $4.90. Don't really care about that. Quote, it's going to be the most expensive July 4th we've ever seen, but prices are about 8.5 cents a gallon below where they were just a couple of weeks ago. Good job, Joe Biden. Not. Nobody really cares. The rising cost of energy has been exacerbated by the Russia-Ukraine invasion, blah, blah, blah. CPI still at 8.6%. Friday, they're going to be another big reading on inflation, so-called personal consumption expenditures index measures the Federal Reserve monitors closely. So consumer confidence was way down yesterday. That's why the market started to tank. Consensus estimates for PCE have risen at an annual rate of 6.4% in May compared to 6.3% in April. The core index, excluding energy, pegged to dip 4.8% from 4.9%. And this is a garbage article. I really don't care about it. Sorry, guys, for tormenting you with that one. But basically what they're saying here is inflation and home sales and GDP. So inflation's going higher. Home sales are going down. Your price of your home is going to be going down because interest rates are going up. And guess what? We're going to have the second quarter of negative GDP, and that means we're in a recession. And what am I telling you guys? This recession's going to a depression. Wake up and smell the coffee. Figure it out and do something about your portfolio before you get visited by the Grim Reaper. Yep, you don't want to get a big shish kebab. All right, next step up. Next step, I'm talking about metaverse. Metaverse NFTs, Web3, and virtual land in the Sandbox. It's a bunch of garbage. I bought some land in the Sandbox for $14,000. Today it's probably worth $4,000 or $5,000. And it's 2D. Don't buy any land in the Sandbox, all right? That's my recommendation right now. Until we get back into a bull market, don't do it. But beyond that, the metaverse is the world of the moment. But beyond that, beginning huge money-making opportunity, there's a lot of different ideas about what it actually is. The term Web3 is closely linked to various ideas of what the metaverse will be and is used to describe what many are calling decentralized web. In this version of the digital future, users themselves are theoretically in control of their own virtual land. One man who shared his vision, Sebastian Borget, co-founder of Sandbox, a decentralized community-driven platform that's considered one of the most advanced metaverse platforms that exists so far. Guess what? Have you been to the Sandbox? It looks like Mario from the year 1980, okay? It is slower than crap. It's boring, and I wouldn't spend 1 minute of my time in the Sandbox until they figure out how to make it look cool. So, good for innovation. Yeah, just like, back in 2002 when those first websites came out, they all sucked. Just like when the internet and email came out, it sucked. And just like when those giant cell phones first came out, they sucked too. Well, Sandbox is the first giant cell phone. It's the first Nintendo game for the metaverse. Avatars and NFTs, the idea of identity, essential, persistent nature of virtual wars, And the big part of what makes it different from, for example, social media sites, video games, online chat rooms. Yeah, so basically you can play Halloween every single day in the metaverse. You can put on a fake smile. You can turn into a robot. You can turn into a man, a woman, and guess what? Nobody's going to know the difference. I think it's a horrible idea. That's my 2 cents on the metaverse. But hey, if we can make money off it, like a lot of my clients did last year, then power to you. Let's make some money, right? Because everybody's going to buy into this crap. Okay, I'm a little bit heated today. I'm a little bit heated. I'm a little bit over the top today. So forgive me if I'm hurting anybody's feelings in the metaverse. Okay? You can squirt some metaverse tears out for all I care. Next up on the board, Bitcoin's price. Here's what I'm looking at right now that's relevant on the 5-minute time frame. And we had a break of this support line, and guess what? This is the retest. This is where you put the short in. Typically, if you believe the market's going to continue to go down, that's where you put your short in. And why am I so pissed? Well, I was up about 20 grand on this trade, and I didn't pay attention to it. And now I'm only up about $5,000. So a little bit irritated at the moment. We're going to cross up above 2,054 ducks on the 50-minute time frame. And 30-minute time frame. We'll be closing in another 15 minutes. And we got the 2-hour as well, which the 2-hour is a bearish candle. The 1-hour is going to be closing in about 15 minutes. And we are crossed down as long as we're below 20,022. So I imagine by the time we're off this stream, we're going to get an answer on that one. And I think I'm just going to get out of this dang trade. Absolutely disappointing. Absolutely disappointing. Volatility is low. We are heading to the downside. And yeah, pretty much I'm going to duplicate this tab, put it in another window so I can keep an eye on 2 things at once, 3 things at once. And we should reject right here. If we start to break back above this horizontal, especially above this guy right here, I'll just move this line down. Boom. We break back above here on even a 15-minute time frame. I'm going to target a move, something like this. Something like this. And that'll be a move back to 23,000, 23,350, 20,350. Yep. So what I'm banking on is a little bit of a rejection right here. Otherwise, I'm going to be absolutely not a happy camper. Not a happy camper. But hey, you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. That's how it goes every single time. You win some and then you lose some. So the 2-hour candle is bearish here, and what would I be looking at on the higher term time frames? You know, because those little mini time frames, we are crossing up here on the 2-hour. On the 4-hour, we just crossed up. Volatility is low. And what do I see here? Oh, let's check in on the dollar. That's what's helping us out here. The US dollar of A, the US of A dollar is parting to the upside right now. And that is coming in, hitting our target from yesterday of 105. And if this structure wants to break, I mean, this is a descending triangle, and we just broke out here. So what is the measure move on this guy? And this is going to play into my bias to the downside for Bitcoin. As the dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down. It's just economics 101, just kidding. So yeah, I'm looking for a move up to 105.40. And with that said, I think if the range does want to break, we're going to hit that next target of 106.80, which I've had in place for some time. Volatility is increasing. We're getting back in the bullish control zone. This is all bullish for the dollar. Okay? Short-term bullish on the dollar. What are the CMEs doing? They're holding down there. CMEs and spot price have been just totally not interplaying nicely, not doing anything I want them to do. CME should be leading the market, but they're not. The spot price is taking over. On the 4-hour time frame, we will cross up here in 22 minutes with any kind of a cross, any kind of a closure above 1908. We're at 19,950. So we looks like we are going to cross up, and we will have several drives of bullish divergence. What is that? Price is making lower lows, 1, 2, 3, and that should give us a shot back to the top side of the range. And so maybe it's time to flip and go long, flip and go long, flip and go long. Maybe that's what we should do now. Anyways, dollar long, Bitcoin dominance is going up. NASDAQ is recovering off of a bit of a down start to the day. I mean, that's not a whole lot of price action. We will cross down here below 11,442. I think I need to eat some lunch too. That's what's getting me. That is what is getting me. I need some lunch, and I want my price targets to hit. That's what time it is. It's 11 a.m. So I'm early on lunch, but I worked out this morning and did a little ice bath. I think my nerves are a bit shot right now because I'm ready. I am ready for my my things, my targets to get hit. And I do think why do I think am I bearishly biased here? Why do I think the bears want to come out? Well, we already broke this last level here on the 4-hour time frame. All we need is a 4-hour back below this guy. A 4-hour closure below 1997. Call it, if you want to be safer than sorry, a 4-hour below 19,800. And that should give us a move back down. I mean, what is the move? The measure move off of this consolidation, which, if we were going to break to the upside for that inverted head and shoulders, which we were talking about, that's about to get, that's basically invalidated. We're getting below the shoulder here right now. Let's see on CMEs what's going on. And on the 12-hour time frame, we did have this bearish divergence. And the inverted head and shoulders on the 12-hour was not on CMEs. I believe it was on this guy on spot. And it was formulating, no, it was more on the 4-hour time frame. So I'll draw it out again and just show you how we got invalidated. Here's the shoulder, here's the shoulder, here's the head. Okay, there is the neckline, and we were not able to break above the neckline. We're pretty darn close here, but got rejected here at 20,600. 21,600, and now we're coming back down. So what else do I have to say about this market? What else do I have to say? I'm ready for a break. I'm ready to eat some lunch. I'm ready to have some fun. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I am just about at my wit's end here. I'll check back in on Bitcoin for the daily time frame, and as you can see, the daily time frame did have the same head and shoulders, and it looked like it wanted to break. It got rejected. If we have any kind of a daily closure, sorry, that was a 4-hour closure or a daily. I mean, look at the 0.5. Where's that going to come in at? The 0.5 on this fib tool here. So we just bounced off the 0.5. Basically, any kind of a closure really below 1924, and I say we are a daily closure below 19,227. I'm going to be looking for a move back to the bottom side of the range at 17.7. That's what I'd be looking for. All right, by the end of the day. But NASDAQ's picking it up. NASDAQ isn't going down anymore. The only thing saving us, if you're bearishly biased, is the dollar going up. The dollar heading to its target. If the dollar does want to hit that target, I think Bitcoin could get a little push lower. How does the CMEs look on the daily time frame? Bullish divergence playing out. Nope. We got lower lows. Lower lows in price and lower lows in RSI. And potentially, if we did want to put in a higher low right here on RSI and a lower low in price, that would look good for a drive. I mean, we are going to get a bounce at some point. As this guy comes down, yep, we're probably going to get a bounce at some point. And yeah, so we're coming into the end of the week, the Friday. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. I think we're going to have more decisions on what the market's going to do tomorrow, especially after Powell's raising rates to slow growth. He says he hopes it stays positive in the GDP. I think you all know GDP is not positive right now. It is negative. So looks like a recession is on the way. And with that recession following a depression, that would be my guess. And a complete just leveraged washout in this market. That's it for today, guys. Wishing y'all happy, healthy start and rest of your week or midweek. Take care.